in the quest to obtain larger quantities of spider silk without the spider drama. A Montreal-based company called Nexia Biotechnologies took the first bold step. They decided to tinker with the genetic makeup of goats, giving them a special gift: the ability to produce spider silk protein in their milk. Talk about goats with a touch of arachnid. But why goats, you might wonder? Well, here's where nature reveals its clever design. It turns out that both spiders and goats possess unique glands that produce similar types of complex proteins. In spiders, these proteins form the magnificent silk that we admire. In goats, these proteins are found in their mammary glands, which are responsible for milk production. So, scientists saw a glimmer of hope, a chance to coax those silk proteins into appearing in the milk of these genetically modified goats. Imagine the scene. Scientists meticulously took a single gene from a golden orb-weaving spider, yes, a spider gene, and introduced it into a goat's egg. It was like a delicate dance of genetics and biology. The aim was simple: to make these special goats secrete spider silk into their milk. It's as if the goats themselves became master weavers, crafting their own version of silk inside their bodies. Now picture this surreal image: rows of genetically modified goats happily munching on grass while secretly brewing spider silk in their milk. It's a harmonious blend of nature and science, a collaboration that only the wildest imaginations could conjure. And this ingenious plan held the promise of revolutionizing the production of spider silk on a massive scale. The visionaries at Nexia Biotechnologies were thrilled with the potential of their goat silk factories. They had a plan to extract the milk from these extraordinary goats, isolate the spider silk proteins, and use them to create a silk bonanza. Mass production of spider silk was within reach. Don't worry, be happy. Fast forward to 2002, and the fruits of Nexia. Biotechnology's pioneering experiment were starting to sprout. The two male goats, who were genetically modified to produce spider silk protein, successfully bred with female goats. The result? Female offspring that carried the remarkable spider silk protein in their genes. It was a breakthrough moment, filled with hope and anticipation for the possibilities ahead. These extraordinary goats, a blend of spider and goat genes, found themselves in the nurturing embrace of a converted maple syrup farm in Quebec, Canada. The farm became their home, a place where their comfort was prioritized. The caretakers went the extra mile to create an environment that would keep the goats relaxed and content. And how did they achieve this? By serenading them with music, of course. Ali Alwatari, a materials scientist involved in the project, fondly recalled the importance of goat relaxation. After all, a relaxed goat is a happy and productive goat. The stage was set, and Nexia Biotechnologies was on the cusp of a breakthrough. In 2003, they achieved a significant milestone by successfully spinning the first mile of human-made spider silk. It was an awe-inspiring moment, as science and nature collaborated to create a material that could potentially revolutionize numerous industries. However, not everything went according to plan. Although the spider silk proteins produced by the goats were impressive, they fell short in terms of size and strength for commercial purposes. Nexia Biotechnologies faced significant challenges, and sadly, the company declared bankruptcy in 2009. The dream of producing spider silk on a large scale seemed to fade away. But what about the goats themselves? Two of these exceptional creatures, named Sugar and Spice, found themselves in the spotlight. They became ambassadors of science and were proudly displayed at the Canada Agriculture Museum in Ottawa. People flocked to catch a glimpse of these marvels, witnessing the remarkable fusion of spider and goat genetics. However, not everyone was thrilled about their presence, and protests eventually led to their removal from public view in 2013. And so, the tale of spider-fied goats took an unexpected turn, with moments of triumph and setbacks. But the spirit of curiosity and innovation that sparked this incredible endeavor remains. Who knows what the future holds for the realm of spider silk? Perhaps one day, goats or other ingenious creations will conquer the challenge of producing commercially viable spider silk, captivating the world with their silky marvels. Spider goats on the range. Even though Nexia Biotechnologies faced its fair share of challenges and ended up declaring bankruptcy, the saga of these genetically modified goats was far from over. Let me take you on the next chapter of this captivating tale. Enter molecular biologists Justin Jones and Randy Lewis, who traveled all the way from Wyoming to Canada. What was their mission? To rescue the spider goats and give them a new home. Picture this: a trailer filled with about 20 goats embarking on a grand adventure across borders. It's like a daring rescue mission straight out of an action movie. Once safely back in Wyoming, Lewis, accompanied by his trusty goats, set up shop at the University of Wyoming. But the story doesn't end there. In 2011, Lewis packed his bags, and the goats, of course, and made his way to Utah State University, continuing his work with these extraordinary creatures. It's like a traveling circus, but instead of lions and acrobats, we have spider goats stealing the show. At Utah State University's farm in Logan, Utah, Lewis carried out his research with the spider goats by his side. Now, you might be wondering, how did the goats handle this genetic modification? Did it affect their well-being? Well, fear not, for Lewis has some reassuring words. According to him, the genetic modification doesn't seem to harm the goats in any way. You see, the spider gene only becomes active when the goats start producing milk, and it's exclusively present in their udders. It's as if their udders become secret layers of spider silk production. Lewis emphasized that over the course of 15 years working with these goats, there have been no signs of any abnormal health risks. It seems that these goats are living their best lives, happily carrying the spider gene and producing milk that could potentially spin a silk revolution. From their rescue mission across borders to their new home at Utah State University, these goats are true superheroes in their own right. They carry the genetic secrets of spiders within them, defying the odds and captivating the scientific world.